Hello, Fort Belvoir. Welcome to Belvoir in the Know, the only podcast created especially for the Fort Belvoir community to help you stay in the know, on the go. I'm Command Sergeant Major Greg Kleinels, the Fort Belvoir Garrison Command Sergeant Major.
And I'm Colonel Josh Seagraves, the Garrison Commander. Welcome to the podcast. On today's podcast, we have a special guest, Miss Alicia Luster, recently hired to fill the role of our Housing Ombudsman for the Garrison. We're pleased to speak with Alicia today about being Fort Belvoir's newest advocate for the residents who make Fort Belvoir their home and what that really means for our community. So Alicia, thank you for joining us. Fort Belvoir uses an ombudsman to resolve disputes involving residents and the property management company, but also just to serve as an unbiased party that's able to promote communication between the residents and the privatized company to clarify issues and avoid conflicts. So let's just start by having you tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, thank you for those great introductions. Of course, I'll tell you about myself. I came to this area in around 2017. I just finished my overseas assignment. So when I was calling branch and they were like, we have Fort Belvoir, I automatically took it. And the reason being was because it was the first time in over 20 years that I was so close to my family. So I've been here for 6 years now, and it's been the best time ever.
Awesome. That's great news.
Alicia, and I guess I should say welcome back or welcome home. We're glad to have you on board and look for you towards serving the community. So how do you view your job as a new ombudsman?
That's a good question, Sergeant Major. So I view my job as a new ombudsman as a neutral party between the Garrison, the housing office, the partner, and the tenants. I'm here to help with conflict resolution. I'm also here to be the connectivity between all sides to get a resolution so the families are good.
Great, thank you.
So prior to being hired, you had some unique experience with the Fort Belvoir Housing Office while on active duty. How has that prepared you to be the ombudsman?
Yes, that experience was more than amazing. It started late 2018, early 2019. I was augmented to the housing office, and there I was the chief quality control and quality assurance officer. There I did the between occupancy maintenance inspections. I assisted the industrial hygienists with their inspections, and I was able to talk to soldiers and family members. So I gained a wealth of knowledge and experience, which has more than prepared me for this position here as your housing ombudsman, sir.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great experience. And I think you got in right before the crisis and then kind of, lived through that a little bit at least. So that gave you some unique insights, I think, particularly not with just housing office, but the property management company, and then your ability as a former active duty soldier to see the perspectives from not only the soldier's perspective, but also the family's perspective.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think your perspective from both sides as a, now Department of the Army civilian and previously a soldier, you can be able to work with the families really well. So with that said, what is your goal of maintaining safe and quality housing look like?
So I made up an acronym, prior military, and it's called HAT. It's called honesty, accountability, and transparency. I want to have that. I want to show that. I want to instill that in everything that I do, and as well as working with the Garrison, the partners, the housing department, and the tenants.
Yeah, I think that's really good. Now, your first couple of weeks here, the follow-ups that you're doing with the families, I can hear the calm in their voice. So, we have some work to do. We work with the families, and you and I are here to be their advocates on behalf of the Garrison. So welcome aboard.
Thank you, Sergeant Major.
Yeah, great. It's a great acronym. Of course, our service members will appreciate that, and it'll be easy to remember. And I'm sure the families will as well. So, good one. Good start. Great start, in fact. So, Alicia, anything else you want to share with the audience?
Yes, I do. Please find the time, take the time to take the housing survey. This survey is going to help us to help you and future communities and make our community more of a home. How do you get there? There's on the housing portal. When you go to the bottom of the housing portal, there's a link. You're going to hit that link, and on that link, a QR code is going to come up. Just take a picture with it on your phone, take the survey, and you're done. We've also mailed out letters. You should be receiving them between now and next week, introducing myself to you all, the Fort Belvoir community, our community, and we'll also have instructions on how to take the survey. By all means, take the survey. Please help me help you. Oh, and if you need to reach me, I have a phone number. So my phone number is 571-515-2055. That is my office phone number. And I also have the hotline phone number, which is 571-259-9867. Please feel free to call me. The phone is mine 24 hours, 24/7. I'm here to help.
Great. That's great. Both of those hot tips, you heard it here first. So fill out the survey. We need to hear from you. I think we're at somewhere between 15 and 17% now. The Army's goal is 50%, which means we're not quite halfway there. So just ask everybody. I know there's survey fatigue everywhere, but please just take a minute. We need your feedback, particularly since we've had the partner changeover. We've had some changeover in our housing office. So would love to hear from our residents on how that's going. And if you don't tell us, we won't know. So fill out the survey. So I think that brings us to the end of another great episode. Thanks for joining us today, and over to Sergeant Major for any final thoughts.
Yes, sir. To all the residents of Fort Belvoir, please continue to use the ICE system to submit your concerns. But really, I'd kind of ask you to contact Alicia and give her your concerns, and we can probably get to them a lot faster and make this truly a great place to live, work, and play. So thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks, Sergeant Major. Appreciate it. So just a couple of other shameless plugs here at the end of the podcast. Remember to download the digital Garrison app and make Fort Belvoir your installation of choice. We do get credit for that. So if you haven't done it, please do so. Connect with us on our website and social media platforms for all things Belvoir. If you haven't got the COVID vaccine, there are plenty of doses available. It's free. Also, there's doses of the booster available. So if you haven't gotten the booster or the vaccine, please consider doing so. Remember to wash your hands, wear your mask, and socially distance where possible. And once again, thank you for joining us. From me to you, and now you know.